Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is.
Is there more soldiers on the other side of that EMA? Did they go pick up new soldiers? Because, you know, now that it's weak, to kind of give y'all a little background, right? I love trading. I've done trading for a long period of time, and oh, come on, 4:30. Come on. Let's go. Hey, what's going on? Good afternoon. We're doing a little bit of a special. This is your after the trade special. We're going to be covering the NVDA movement, and I just want to practice my new tool. I know I'm probably going to have very low viewership, but I just want to make sure I have the tools working the way I want to. I think there's one thing I want to add to this is probably like a bigger camera, or maybe like a zoomed in camera. I might just put a second overlay of that. Kind of like, actually, while I do that, let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, something like that, and then it would be something relatively larger. Oops, wrong button. Let's get this something larger like that, and let's close that off. Perfect. Alright, if y'all haven't seen, I got my socials up. I did put my Xbox in there. If you want to go ahead and toy with me, NBA 2K is coming out very, very soon, and I'm excited for that. So I'm going to be jumping into that. So I do expect, like I said, low viewership as we try to see what's going on with the market. Oh my God, this market has been doing some very interesting things. I was part of this whole upside thing, right? And then they kind of hit it with a little bit of a Molotov cocktail right there, right? And what's surprising to me here is the fact that we even got up here. that's the whole thing. Without us getting above 680, it does make me think that we could be coming down a little bit deeper, probably even drop down into the 461s and everything else, because I think they've built up enough momentum to try to take out the buy side liquidity. I think that's what they're aiming for. But I was in this upside, and you could kind of see we really chopped all the way. Like they were like, nope, and then the bears just finally gave out, and then we kind of had a nice little pop here. So that's why I'm gonna be keeping my eye on. And then the purpose behind this, I just want to kind of go over some other tickers. I don't want to sit there and just sit and only wait for NQ and everything else. So the purpose of after the trades is mostly a triage thing. So that's you're going to see on Friday. But for today, I want to kind of go over some potential trades that I could be getting into, knowing that we are getting into that point of the week where all the news is out. That means we're going to have NVIDIA earnings. After NVIDIA earnings, we're going to have jobs report tomorrow morning, and then Michigan sentiment. So what am I going to be looking at for September is what this look at that massive sell-off. Oh, that is so disrespectful. Look at that. And this is all just the rejection of this area right here, and which I was very curious to that, but unfortunately I was still on the road. I cannot partake in this. It was already gone by the time I got home, which is roughly around here. So let's go ahead and see a couple of tickers. So today, let's talk about Hood. Looking at some Hood shorts, and that's starting to look really, really good. And what levels am I looking for? To be honest, that break at 11 o'clock. That was the move. That right there was the move. Make sure I have this on 2 hour. I need this on 2 hour. That was the move. We had a solid close around 11:30, under 106. They came back and tap 104, but I would not be surprised that overnight we might be touching 97. So that will be a real solid one going there. Let's kind of look at this in its totality. I like going down the month and then kind of work my way down. So let's see what I see. We're getting some very strong wicking action here. Even though it went higher, you don't really want to see that. We got 2 days left. So this lets me know that from here to about here is about an order block. So we're talking about $103 to about 117. That hood could just really come back and really retrace. So that's probably what I'll be probably keeping an eye on to see how that's going to respond. Because if September really starts to take out this level here, that means, come on, get there, right? That means $89. That means my short that triggered earlier today, roughly around 11:30, is letting me know that this is a prelude to a complete rejection into that area. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to flip and turn into some type of red candle. I think Hood is doing some strong strides to the right direction, good setups, and we got 36% found extra EPS on their last earnings, and their guidance was 42, so they're kind of keeping things in line. So I think this could be profit taking for that. But I think they're going to smash it again. I've looked at their new software, and they're really trying to. If y'all know me, I don't care for a Robin Hood, but unfortunately, this thing just looks way too good for me not to try to talk about this. Let's go over to the weekly. You can kind of see solid rejection. It hasn't followed through, and we're waiting for the MACD to cross. Now, this could get a nice little bounce just from here because, again, we've got the MACD on the bullish side. If we go over to the daily, it's already overheated. So it could be short-term benefit, maybe even come down to the 50 because the 50 EMA on the daily lines up roughly around the same spot as the psychological level of 100. So just keep that in mind. We'll see how that relatively goes. Let's go to APP. I used to play this a lot during the pandemic. Let me take a step back a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, where did this come from? APP. I did not see it. And mind you, we were playing this in the pandemic, and this thing was getting its butt whipped. Look at this, $9, $41. Jeez, this thing has taken completely off. Looking like SoFi a little bit. Oh, they're returning money to shareholders. They're profitable, $1 billion in revenue. Oh my God, this looks good. That's the reason. Let's go ahead and look at the data. Package software. If you don't know what they do, they are in the technology space, of course. And look at all freaking what you call it. I was looking at Boeing. Boeing is starting to really push. Can't really see the data here. How come I can't pull this all the way up? All right, that's fine. Let me just read it out to y'all. Engage in the development and operation of mobile marketing platform and offers app discovery, max adjustment, Spark Labs. It's software based that caters to mobile application developers to improve marketing and monetization of applications. So, without getting too deep into the weeds on this, they have this geolocation thing. If you drive by somewhere, guess what? It pops up the ad for that. That's one of their features. Of course, that's like mainstream for a lot of other apps, but they were one of the ones pioneered that kind of did that one there. Damn, this thing is crazy. I did not think it was this far. I thought it was a cool concept, but they just did not return money to shareholders. That was the base right there, $16. Beautiful, beautiful. So right now I'm looking at this for more extension to the upside, and based on these parameters, I think it could continue up. So just keep this in your radar. Deck. Let's look at that one right there. With deck, I am looking at solid entry roughly around here. I think it's going to go ahead and continue to the upside. I think this is their base. I don't think they're going to go any lower than that. So you might be getting it at the floor. We got a little bit of a W pattern. If it gets above 132, it should be solid. So I would say if anything short term, break above 116, get into that 122 level. If not, probably come down a little bit just for it to go back for that 122. So that's the only thing I would say. So it did break above my 200 SMA, got a golden cross. This thing looks really, really solid. And it's not in your tech space. This is in your footwear. They provide, let's see, design marketing. Their segments is like UGG brand, Hoka, Teva brand. I know UGG. That's about it. Direct to consumer UGG brand segment offers line of premium footwear, apparel, and accessories. So that is who you are relatively dealing with. We're going into the winter season, and the UGG is known for their very, very warm gear. So this could be something that you want to look into on that. I'm gonna give y'all one more, and then we're gonna get back over to NQ. Actually, this deck might be the one I go with. I'm not gonna even lie. Probably go with something in January. I got Snow Roblox. I want to short Roblox because of some stuff I've seen recently. Philip Morris. I don't care for cigarettes. Hershey doesn't really move like that. I want to go with Snow, but it's in a tech space, and tech is gonna be real touchy. Let's go with Hershey, just to kind of make things a little different. So I'm thinking this thing is going to pull back a little bit. We're at 181, and you can kind of see this depth cross is not really following through, but they won't let it get above that 200. This is now twice that they did that. And I think they could be finally going to go ahead and reject it and let this bad boy finally fall flat on its face. So just keep that in mind as we go from there. Let's go ahead and get back over to NQ, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can find some type of trade. Let's get into the 15-minute. They came back to the opening range. Oh, what a bounce off of it, too. 28 points. Whew. That's deep. All right, give me 1 second. I got to get myself something to drink. We'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead. Close my door, please. Close my door, please. Thank you. All right, so really solid bounce. About 28 points. Still putting in a bearish fair value gap though. We'll see how it goes. Wonder how I can load audio, like some background music on my streams. I'm gonna have to figure that out. See if we can find something to trade. Ooh. It is steamy this summer. Just eating some raisins. There's some sugar in me. I feel like I'm so fatigued. Trying to see if I can find a scalp, but don't have much of a target. This was a good target to come after we kind of broke out of here. Now I don't have nothing, so we might not find nothing yet. Probably going to use an evaluation though. Let's go ahead and get ourselves inside a trade of 8 and see if we could get ourselves some solid scalps to kind of get ourselves ready. Really ready. All right, I got one of my charts here. Where's my other one? Was that you? Ah, that is you. They are really liquidating this time frame. They do not want it to be great. Let me come down a little bit. Let me see what we have. 5 minutes sucks. 1 minute maybe. Mostly sucks. Yeah. 15 seconds kind of pivoted a little bit and it was doing a little bit better, but nah, we ain't going that low. Not with this volatility. Let me see what 30 minute did. Nope. The real dance is in the 4 hour. Yeah. No real signals for me to relatively trade there. So if one strategy doesn't work, pull out another. Oh, no wonder. I'm thinking I'm in the... Oh, man. Okay. All right. That threw me off. That's what happens when you have multiple strategies. Great push here. Let's see. What are you doing?
We got more.
I just said.
Okay,
Okay.
guys.
Okay,
Let's not bother him.
It's right. Make sure it's not on the floor.
Okay.
A little splurging, I guess, for my wife. Slime. I don't get it. I really don't get it. If y'all know what is the infatuation with kids and slime, I would greatly appreciate you just go ahead and time and put that in the chat. I don't get it. I don't get it. Not at all. Not even close. They love this slime. All right, so let's see. Man, that would have been a good little entry right there if I was in this time frame. Let's go check out the 30-minute. 30-minute, little solid 15-minute. Was getting his butt whipped. No wonder I was getting a little choppy over in that 15-minute. Oh, that was the play to be. Let's see if I can find something. Let me log into my Trader Vade. I'm still not in it. Okay. I'm gonna be dealing with probably quite a hefty leverage. Let's get over to NQ. Let's see, what type of ATM am I gonna operate with? Let's operate with a 15 tick stop. Let's try to see if we can get as much 60 ticks as possible as we kind of scout this. We're getting a little bit sideways here. I got a target. No, they filled that one. Got a target around 608. I think that's what they want. We kind of got the sell side liquidation here, roughly around 330. Damn, it's only 330? Oh, we might not be able to find nothing yet. Oh, that's jerkish. Let's turn that on. We'll go with main PG. One of my favorite things is this Patman got him philosophy that I've been operating with. If you don't know who Adam Jones is, great cornerback back in the days. So I try to intercept the profits. That's my game plan. That was a nice one right there. They try to short it, it reverses, hit the leak, and then they reload it right there at 598 over and over again. Oh, interesting. Might have to look into that. Oh, got ourselves a possible long here. Let's go. Let's get it. Ah, that's not a sizable leverage. I was supposed to go in with a little bit more than that. Let's see if that can hold. The volume is a little off. Right? They're going for stops. not the best of situations. So I'm happy I didn't get the leverage up. Actually, I'm happy with the leverage. Just realized this account size. All right, we got a few more minutes until they
Daddy,
drop the. You're gonna have to give me a minute. I'm in the middle of something.
I
They're
got
gonna.
my Sonic head.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Got a nice little pop there. There we go. I got about $60. Let's see how that goes. Oh, that's what it was. I should have added that one more. 606. All right, we're gonna get up into that upper register. Trying to get like about $300, give or take. We'll see how that goes. Alright, I think I just put my stop loss into profit. So let's see if that holds. Let's see if we can get a massive move, because this is that area right here we rejected off of before. Come on, baby. Keep this party going. Alright. Knocked out $100 off of that. That was a great scalp. Hit our target. On to the next. That 5 minute has been getting beat up. Boy, I'm telling you. They're grabbing all the liquidity out of that 5 minute. Let's see if we can find another spot. I was aiming for 300. It got up. Just didn't have the right leverage. I probably would have had the $300 if I had like 3 contracts. But I'm happy I didn't go nothing crazy. My original thesis of the size that I was going to go with was a little bit more insane than what I was seeing here. So, and what I like to do is make sure I secure the fees, 5 ticks. When we get to a certain number, 20 ticks is about, what's that, $100? So $100, get that, and then after that, when we get to like 130, 125, we start to like really trail it up tight. I'm gonna sit back on this one. Just wait for the signal to kind of come in. If it gives me another signal, I'll jump in. Kind of held on to that, even though they suggested me to get out. Oh, there you go, Dad. Whoa, Nelly. All right, let's go ahead and give it another shot. Let's take one right here. All right, there we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. See if we can squeeze out another $100. Hit the target. See if we can take out that 618. If we get back above that 618, I'm gonna go ahead and add another one of the bad boys. There we go. Another 618. Let's see if we can get a nice little squeeze there. Come on, push that bad boy down. All right, it scaled one of mine out, which is okay. All right, so I locked in another $100, and I got one more contract. Let's see if this one can hold its water before they try to take it out. I think I like its base. Let's go ahead and take a second. Let's see what happens here. They might be coming for my stop this time. They don't like me. They don't like me. We're going to try to hold on to this one. Let's see if we can get that. Come on, give us a pop. Give us a pop. Give us a pop. Get the rest of the fair value gap. Get it back up in here. Around 623 is what I'm looking for. If it can be nice to me, that would be great. Looks like it doesn't want to be nice. It doesn't want to play nice. It does not want to play nice. Oh, there we go. Pop. Nice. Pop. 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 Oh, look at that sell-off. As soon as we got up at that, at the edge of that order block, they are not playing with you, boy. They might stop me out because I keep a tight stop. Like I said, it's 15 tick. Oh, there we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hold your water. Get another pop. Give us another pop. I think they tired of me. They're like, this boy keeps scalping. Oh, I like that stuff. Yeah, they might come for my lunch money this time. Added about $200 because we had 2 good hits. But trying to get this next area here. Oh, they loading up again. If we could grab that sell side liquidity and get into that 23, that would be choice. That would really take out that fair value gap. There we go. Come on. Shimon. We still didn't get that 23. Shimon. Shimon. All right, there was a little bit of a wick right here around that 21. I think we back again. We are back again. And they're like, nope, we're not going to give it to you. We're not going to give it to you. Come on, 23. Jordan was a great number. I can't put my stop loss into profit at all. So I got to go ahead and weather this storm. They reloaded right back at that 618 again. Shimon! White out on a range on that. Come on, get up there. Get up there. Get that 21. Bye-bye 21. There we go. Come on. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? What are you doing? Right there, 23, 24. Somewhere around that ballpark. Taking out that fair value gap. Let's do it with some strength. Don't let that order block scare you. All right, one of my stop losses has readjusted. Let's see if that gives us a pop here. There we go. There we go. That's what we're talking about. That's 345. Boom, and I'm out. I'll take that. Scalping with the best of them. Scalping with the best of them. I'll take that. And I think I'm out of targets. Let's come back out. I think I'm done. Oh, actually, there's another target right here. But that was going to be ballsy if that was going to get all the way through to that. Could we get a play to it? Yeah, maybe. If it gives us another second, we might try it. But to be honest, I think I'm good with $500. $500 is not bad. It is not bad at all. At all. All right, let's go ahead and check out one of my other accounts. This one's okay. Kind of was like on life support. But the one from this morning, I got a nice little chunk. That was another $500 today. So far today, operated about a 1K. That's what we looking for. Try to survive in these mean trading streets. Oh, it's giving another signal. This could be another entry for that upside if they're going to go ahead and get the rest of that fair value gap. You know what? I'm gonna go micro. Let's switch this up. Let's go ahead and let's go with this one. 4011. And I'm going to go with this account. We're gonna take only one trade. I really think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna risk about let's call it $11. Let's take it. See if we can get that fair value gap. Let's see if we can wrangle that. Ooh, they won't let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why did you not activate my... Oh, because I didn't do it the right way. That's why. Alright. Lost 20 bucks. 23 bucks. They liquidated it. And went right back. I'm like, why am I still in the trade? I'll live with 20 bucks. Loss. Look for rejection off of 625. I don't think we're going to recap. Oh, maybe we are going to recap. This is a new 15-minute. Oh, you know what? Let me take another shot. Take it again. Let's see what happens here. This time I got the ATM on. Oh, hey, get away. Ah, they hit my stop. Why go with a tighter stop? Because it's micro. Micro can kind of throw some a little bit of volatility here and there. It just depends on how it responds. Oh, that's funny. This contract is at $250. They trying to short it here. If they liquidate the bears, I may go ahead and take another stab to that upside again. Let's see how that goes. We're getting close to that 350, so I got one more try at this because I don't want to carry this through the volatility. If I was down at the bottom, maybe. Oh, there we go. There we go. Gonna liquidate them. Nope, didn't get them. Didn't get them. All right, they try to reload for the bears right there. Did they kidnap them? Throw them in the back of the van? See, we have to pop that 625 if they're gonna go ahead and do that. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Let's go ahead. They liquidated the bears. Let's see if we could go ahead and squeeze on in here. Let's see another 11 bucks. And if it doesn't work this time, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day on this lighter account. Come on, get away from my stop. Get away from my stop.
Yeah, Caleb is not doing nothing. I
Come
told
on.
him to sweep the stairs, and the stairs are still dirty.
I'm in the middle of recording. Alright, we got a nice little... They just went ahead and hit it. Bang, bang. That's how they feel. Alright, fine. I gave y'all 40 bucks. See if y'all could go ahead and make things happen, but y'all won't let it happen. So, you know what? You win, market. You win. Thought we could get a nice little continuation of this. Get into this area here, but it looks like the bears are really loading up around here. So, because of volatility, I'm going to take a little 2-minute break. Let me go ahead and rest my eyes a little bit before, you know, the video. All right, be right back. Oh, what jerks. They stopped me out like 17 million times just to do exactly what I thought was going to happen. Gotta love the market. Gotta love the market. Let me go see on my other chart what this looked like. Ew. No, that was way too deep. There was no way I could have took that. That thing wicked all the way down to 624, reloaded, and then pushed to about 640. I would have had to have some space for that one. They're really trying to liquidate those bears that stepped in. Trying to kick this code. Been kicking my butt. So if you don't mind, enjoying a little bit of lunch as I test my new overlay. The cool thing about this overlay, down below in the description, there is a donation button. You could donate to your boy and the channel. No purchase necessary, but some people asked to support, so I set something up for y'all. Also, my merch is down there. Shout out to those that's on Get Rich and Fit Trying. Don't forget to get your merch. But the more you donate, the more it knocks out that boss that's right there. Right now, Kevin's the boss. If you want to knock him out, donate and comment. I think comments also do. I wonder if comments does. You know what? I think it's just donate, because that's the one that's handled by the stream company. So if y'all want to test it out, that's cool. If not, it's all good. What else we got? Oh, look at that move. I should have just held on to that. They was not letting me be great. I didn't want to take the chance of it pulling back a little too deep. Even if I'm in micros, I would have to probably operate with no stop loss for me to be able to clear that. And I just didn't feel like it. I know I apologize off all the sniffles. Trying to get rid of this cold. And wifey made some nice soup. Trying to get this thing out of here. So you're starting to hear that congestion loosen up in my chest. So. Okay. We got ourselves 3 minutes until the market is completely done. Does this mean that NVIDIA is going to have bullish earnings? We'll see. Let's see. We got ourselves, what's that, 3 minutes? All right, give me 60 seconds. Go and grab myself something to drink. That way we're ready. That swoop hit the spot. All right, we're back. Don't have too much time into the. Oh, look at that pullback. Did they get that fair value? Yeah, they did get that fair value. They got all of the fair value gaps. They got all of the fair value gaps. They are not playing with this volatility. I apologize. Like I said, I am sick and I'm trying to get this thing out of there, but I'm almost done. Starting to feel it get off my chest. All right. Nice little rejection here. and mind you, the news hasn't even dropped yet. All right, so let's go ahead and grab my trusty CNBC. Let's see what they got going on over there. Let's see what they got for us.
Where's mommy?
I think she's in the room. Close my door, please. Thank you. Wait, what? What is going on? I'm not signed in? Oh my god. Alright, here we go. CNBC live stream. Let's get there. Come on. The video is up like, no, down like less than 1%. You know, it's proprietary, so close at record highs as they brace for NVDA earnings. Yes, we are bracing because there is going to be a lot of noise coming in for that. Yeah, I don't want to, it's copyrighted, so I don't want to. Actually, you know what? I know exactly what I could do. I can have it in my ear. Alright. Let's get that. Let's get my mixer under control. I'm in the middle of a recording.
Look at my looks. It's like purple.
Thank you. Thank you. I again, like I said, folks, I don't know what's the infatuation with slime. I don't. I really don't. Please let me know what it is. Like, the closest to slime was Nickelodeon. Oh, Octa did solid. Mm-hmm. I like Workday. Mm-hmm. Now this is the one that rises all the other stocks. So if they miss earnings, this will tell a lot about what's going on with these tariffs. So we're probably gonna get the earnings like around 4:15 because the market is like so volatile. So they're probably gonna wait till the ending of options trading for the Qs. Look how NQ is dropping. NVIDIA is starting to spike up a little bit. Well, the dollar, for the most part, if we had the peak, the dollar is supposed to kind of like really rise, but unfortunately, The dollar came up into here, it saw, and it did not conquer anything. So we're in between two ranges, which makes sense. Hood dropped. Palantir dropped. Yeah, this thing is like really a lot of stuff is dropping. But that's the thing, and that's the why I was saying, especially in BYTTT, like even though Nvidia earnings is coming up, cybersecurity is a laggard. Like this needed to pop, and right now, look at that Snowflake jump. Ah, I was in Snowflake. This thing jumped $20. Look at that bad boy there. Freaking Snow. They've been disrespecting the cybersecurity space. I wonder if that's going to drive NQ. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a bounce right here, getting back inside of that order block, getting back to the top as we reject the fair value gap. I don't know Pure Storage. What is Pure Storage? Never heard of him. PSTG. Probably options suck like crazy. Computer peripherals. So they are disruptive data storage products. The firm is involved in provision of data storage and everything. You sound like Box. You really sound like Box. Yeah. Close that off. Don't know what that is. We'll leave that one alone. Let's get back over to NQ. If you had some longer term trades like your past September, like I got some apples that goes all the way down to goes out to like December. This is what you want to see. It's like things like this, kind of like we're kind of building a base. Probably could get continuation, maybe even get some more highs, some new highs, and that could go ahead and really start to reposition after. But if you have something that expires in September, good luck. Ooh, $22 up. Look at that. Found extra EPS, solid. And they found extra money on revenue. That's what you want to hear. That's a company right there. That's my quarterback. I love Snowflake. I love Datadog. I love CrowdStrike. Those are the ones that's gonna really hold us down when this AI situation really starts to take off. Because you're gonna need to secure yourself from hackers and everything else. And these companies are the ones that's gonna benefit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people love Snowflake. Thing is, with Snowflake, we was building a base for like a long period of time, and it was trying to get out of its own way. But this was, if you didn't get in before this and could weather this storm, you was gonna deal with the consequences. And I think that's what's happening here. All those short sales are getting out the way now. Move. All right, we got like 5 more minutes before the video earnings drop. I'm pretty sure they're gonna hold it down. Oh, look like they put money from CrowdStrike to put it into Snowflake. Snowflake. It hasn't. Yeah, Snowflake hasn't been doing well. Hmm. Yeah, MDB got real beat up. Oh, jeez, that thing took off. What a push! Found an extra 50%. Oh man, that's what you want to see from your company. Great gap up right there. Ah, not 415, 420. Really? They're really trying to make sure that everybody is settled before they go ahead and drop this news. All right. Well, since they're gonna go ahead and take their sweet time, I'm gonna go grab myself something to drink. I'll be right back. All right. I'll put this away a little bit later. All right. How much time we got left? Well, another 5 minutes. They're thinking that they're gonna release it at 420. So while we're doing that, let's just run through some of the tickets that could probably be giving their earnings in a little bit. You already know September. Oh wait, CrowdStrike had earnings, but they are dropping like a lead weight. Well, CrowdStrike is the one that I'm not too much of a fan of because this is the one that caused all that smoke that happened back here when everybody's planes could not take off because their software upgrade was pushed. That's when Microsoft kind of pulled back at the same time. So not too much of a fan of it in that regard, but I don't think they were supposed to come down this deep. So we're in April numbers now. And that's what we are. So this is going to be very interesting. Let's get back over to NQ. Damn, about $30 is what they dropped. Wowzers. Oh, and Bitcoin is getting at 112? Really? When did that happen? I thought it was going to go towards that 107. All right, let's go ahead and look through this. So, a couple of earnings that's going to be coming up as we're about to reset the cycle in the next, what's that, about 20 days, give or take, if we give the math. Meta, I was really thinking it was going to get to that $800 level. It flirted with it a little bit, $796. Netflix, I think it needs to come back to 111 before anything happens. Microsoft, perfectly good retracement. I think it needs to come a little deeper. I want to see 480s before this thing starts to bounce, but we got down to like 506, 500. Lockheed Martin's trying to do a little recovery. I think they're terribly ran. You can't do that to your shareholders. I don't care how many government contracts you have. HCA really made me mad. Nice pop here, but the earnings was just kind of okay. And then UNH started taking off, and I'm like, where are you going? Oh, Royal Caribbean. I should. I was like, there's no way that's going to have another push, knowing that we're almost to the end of summer. So I kind of put this outside of my radar and said I will revisit this next year. That is a strong recovery off of a fair value gap. Let's take a deeper look. Yeah, they didn't fill the whole entire fair value gap. Should have seen that coming. Woo! That's a $59 recovery after earnings. Woo! That's what you want to see from a company. That is amazing. Put RCL on your radar. They are not your Carnival. They are a better company, even though Carnival does look like it's going up right now. Carnival has been pivoting, so they're trying to make themselves better. But RCL has always been that mainstay. They just do things right, and that's what that is. Tesla, kind of wading in the water. I wouldn't touch it with somebody else's money. I just don't like what's going on with it. It doesn't know if it wants to go up or down. UNH, of course, the Warren Buffett announcement is why we got this little push. So it says price and profit taking happening here. But I do think this thing is going to go to 350. It's just the probe that's really holding it down. JPM, welcome back. I thought this thing was going to go ahead and drop after making its all-time highs. And then they pulled this thing right back. We got into that 300 even deeper. All right. IBM. This thing needs a recovery. I think this one is getting beat up for no reason. Let the oscillators reset. This thing could go ahead and give us another option. Boeing did a nasty little pullback on me. And I was going to wait till after this earnings of NVDA, but this thing looks like it's starting to recover already. And then Apple. I love where it is right now at 230. Let's see if this thing can go ahead and give us a nice little push, get into that 240, 250. An announcement of buying Perplexity, which is the rumors on the streets right now, will be a solid one, but it's not here. It's not there. Has launched a $100 billion share buyback program. Okay. So they're going to do share buyback. They're going to take the cash back. That's going to be interesting. Hold on, let me see how much free cash flow they have. Where's my financials? Seasonals, forecast, options. Really? Am I going crazy? You know what? Let me just do it the old-fashioned way. All right, let's see. Free cash flow. And they're anticipating doing how much of a buyback? 100 billion? Apple has launched a $100 billion share buyback program, becoming a top player in corporate buybacks for 2025 as total buybacks surpass 1 trillion. Oh, probably in the space is 1 trillion, because I'm gonna say I don't see 1 trillion in here, but 100. They generate 25 billion in free cash flow, so they're going to take 4 quarters. Yeah, they're gonna have 8 billion in free cash flow if they do that, but that's gonna make the stock shoot up too. That's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get. All right, let's get back over to NQ. We got ourselves about a few seconds before this drops. Ooh, look at what they did. They done penetrated the top. Oh Lord, look at that spike they put in. Oh, damn, they done took their souls at the same time. Oh, no, help me, please, help me. Bounce off of it. Bounce off of it. Bounce off it. Ah, NQ is dumping. They went through our bottom. Oh man. Look at NVDA drop. NVIDIA's dropped to 176. Especially after the earnings call. NVIDIA is one of those you want to listen to the earnings call. Ooh, we penetrated yesterday. Ooh. Ooh, I hope people didn't take calls overnight. Eesh. Ugh. Oh. We're probably gonna hear on social media, some people are gonna be sick. If this thing gets under 23,439, oof. Mm-mm-mm. 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 We're gonna pull. We're gonna pull back up. We got this little kick here. Pull back up. Probably come back to like 539, but it's gonna get rejected again. Oh man, talking about all the structure we built for about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, all got penetrated just now, and there's a lot of volatility. Wait for the jobs report before you do anything reckless. I think that's the game that we're gonna have to worry about. Michigan sentiment is going to be on Friday, so that's going to be another play in itself. And to be honest, this is the month. It's very green. Let me get rid of the colors. It's very green, and look at what it's not great. That's what we want to see. So they beat on EPS, which is good, and they found extra cash on revenue. This is just the market reacting the way the market wants to react. Yeah, but that's data center. We're not worrying about data center. Yeah, I think this is just knee jerk reaction on the fact that the data center response. They missed on data center revenues, but they still found revenues on something else. They're just ran right, folks. So this is not anything that I'm going to be worried about. All right. So that said, I would say thank you very much for participating with your boy in my I'm probably gonna have to call this like webcam number one or webcam number two. All right, I want to say thank you for participating with me. Again, I'm loving my new layout, and I just want to go ahead and kind of like test it. So this was a good way for us to kind of have a little fun with it. That said, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. Made $500 on the eval. Made another $500 on my PA. Can't complain about that, and we just move on to the next day. So see y'all on the next trade. BYTTT is tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye bye.